Okay, so of all of the cards that I have cut down, including these extra off-white ones, I really like this to be the first page that we see when we open the book. I just think it's so serene and it's just really peaceful, so I thought I'd like to do that one. Another thing I did was I went on my computer using this same cardstock that I've been talking about, and I typed out December daily 2018, and I typed out all the numbers so I can put, you know, the numbers for the dates on there. So I am going to cut this up and get the words off of there. But I think I'll leave all the numbers on here until I use them, because I discovered that if I punch them out right now, I will lose them because they're so small. Okay, so what I was thinking about these numbers is using a 1-inch circle punch to punch them out. So I think that'll be just fine. If I had a bigger work surface, I might do a larger number. Okay, the other thing I think, and I thought if I do some distressing, I would use this Stormy Sky. Actually, I think I need to shave a little bit of this off here. I'm going to keep this out because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using this one again. Okay, and I was wondering about putting some of this under there. It's old lace, so it's got like some stains on it here and there. So I'm trying to move this to where the stain isn't showing. I'm wondering if I like, the top edge is smooth, the bottom edge is lacy. For balance sake, I like it here, but it also works because that top edge. So I think I'm going to put it right here. I got some of this foam mounting tape, I think was at the dollar store. It's the first time I'd ever seen this, so I want to see how this works for me. And where's the... And I like this because it's thin. I really don't like the super fat foam mounting tapes. But since I'm putting this on this lace, I know that I want to give this a little extra adhesiveness, so I'm going to put some of this Fabri-Tac on it as well. And I just thought I really should have worked on my idea for what I want to do on the back side, because what if I wanted to sew or in anything that was going to cause it to be difficult to have something popped up here. Okay, so that would be the front of this. I just want to put this in here and see what that looks like for the first page. I realize I need to work on the back. All I do is straighten my lace out and we're good to go. Oh, I do like that a lot. Okay, let's look at the back here. When you're working on a double-sided thing like this, you have to kind of be careful because, like I said, I need to be mindful of what I'm doing here. And I'm thinking about something that I cut off earlier, and that's this. And I'm wondering about putting a band of that across there. So that's going to require me to cut the very edge of this off. First, let's get that strip off there. So I'm going to get the edge of that, and let's see. So we said that was 5.5 across, which means it's going to come right down with that tree. That's okay, but I want to keep that in there. So this if I wanted to sew on this, I could, but I'd have to realize that that stitching line would show through here. So one thing I could do would be a fake sewing, and that's just sew this paper to get the stitch line on there, which I think I'll do, and then glue it on here. And before I do that, okay, so there's that stitch line. Alrighty, so I want to glue this as a band across here, and I'm leaving room at the top for a journaling card or a photo, but you know how I have these stitch lines here. Sometimes that makes it a little hard to glue onto the paper, so I'm going to give it a little extra help with the Fabri-Tac here, or Fabri-Fix. Now I can use paper glue for the rest of this. Uh-oh, I just had a thought. No. Something else I had wanted to do. Now this is all wet. I'm just going to have to refresh that. What I want to do is add a little bit of this down here. Let's see how quickly I can do this, huh? I have thought of several things that would be really fun to have in this project, and I have decided to resist the urge to go out and buy anything for this. I'm just I want to use what I have. Okay, so now I don't have any stitch lines here, but I do have this cute stitch line that looks like I sewed through all the layers of paper. I like the lace on there, and this is going to be day 1, so I'm going to need to punch out the one here, and I'm thinking just a little bit of that might help. And I also got this out, which is, it's not the same color, but it is kind of a muted muted blue and gray. I also have an 1.25 inch circle punch. I want to see what this looks like. You know what? I don't think this is an inch. This is a 3/4 inch. Okay, I'm thinking about doing something like this. That's going to need something darker. Oh, I packed up my, what do you call it? I packed up some of my blending foams when I went to Doodlebug, and now I can't find where I put them, so I already have a foam for this one. Let's see, that's going to be quite the mess there. Got too much ink on there. Okay, and the other thing I have too is I have this snowflake punch. Get back in frame here. This one is always hard to do one-handed. I have had this forever, so I'm trying to see what this looks like. No, it doesn't look like a snowflake with that there. And I don't like how black I got that, so I'm putting this here. Could just even do it off center. Ooh, ooh. Okay, glue. For now, I'm going to put it right in the middle. One thing I've done before when I haven't put these in page protectors is I've done things like this and glue them off the edge for a tab. I could do it this way, but then it's sticking out the back side, which I'm not sure that I want to do that. I could use another of this color paper and back it up. That way it sticks up off the top of the journal, and I do like that idea. One of these and glue them to the back. You see what I'm saying? That tab just sticks right up there. I'm not sure I'm thrilled with that. I could do that, and it kind of balances out having him here. And then later, if I see like a big snowflake or something I like that I want to glue on there, I can as well. Okay, now I am leaving as I said, this part as it is, because I know that I am going to either put a journaling card or a photo or both. So we can insert this. We just have to make sure that as we're putting it in, we straighten the lace out as it goes in, because it's not 100% glued in. So that's what we have so far. And there's the number 1. I would love to find this color paper. But like I said, this is still kind of in the grayish, bluish. This is a little more aqua. But there's so many colors in this paper collection that it'll still work for me. So that's going to be day 1 there. And I felt like I didn't have as much room to play around on this because I love this as it is, and I wanted to keep it simple. But I've been thinking about other things that could be done with even sewing on these, and so we'll see as we go along. And if you have a sewing machine, go ahead and get it out and play with it. You know, all you need to be able to do is sew a straight line, right? And make sure you look down below. I'm going to give you a link in the video description box. That means under the video, not in the video, under it. When it tells you what the title of the video is, there is a list of information that I leave. And so you need to click see more or click the arrow down button to make the whole thing expand so you can see it. I will give you the playlist for this entire project. And so every time I make another video for it, the video, as I upload it, will be added to that playlist. So the playlist will keep growing. Thank you for watching.